Hello everyone, here we are at Old Town Quilt Shop on Wednesday, so that means we have some new fabric. So here's our information on how to get a hold of us. So we of course have shopping 7 days a week, 24 hours a day on our website. And then we also have an email, so if you have any questions you can email us. And of course our phone number, so you can contact us and speak to us personally. And if you are in town, so we are located about an hour north of Santa Barbara along the central coast of California. And this is our address and our hours that the shop is actually open. So on Monday we're open from 3 p.m. to 7 p.m. Tuesday through Friday it's 10 a.m. to 5 p.m. and on Saturday 10 a.m. to 4 p.m. So stop by and visit us on those days. Okay. Now before we get to the fabric, let's go over the upcoming classes. So we have a machine binding class. We're going to have 2 sessions. One is during the week on a Tuesday, so Tuesday, November 14th, or you can come on Saturday, November 18th. And both of those classes, they cost, each class costs $35, so you only need to take one class. But we're just offering it at on two different days. And they both run from 10 a.m. to 4 p.m. And you don't need to bring anything other than your machine. We will provide the binding for you to work with, and also a small quilted item for you to bind it, to bind. So you'll learn machine binding, so that's machining it on both sides. And we'll also cover flange binding and some other things. And then we have Flutter by Frolic. I always have a hard time with that one. It's actually a block of the month, and it starts in November, and you don't need to take all the sessions, but if you want some help, this is a no, I forgot, Moser, Krista it's like Krista Moser pattern. And so it uses the 60-degree diamond ruler. And so if you've never used that before, you might want to take one of the sessions. The first session will cover the flowers in this, and then the second session will cover the butterfly, and then the background, and then putting it all together. So there are 4 different sessions, and each session costs $20. So that's the upcoming classes. And then, this isn't very big, but our 2024 retreat dates. Now the one in January is full, so these are the retreats that we as the shop host. And so they always start on a Friday at 8 o'clock in the morning and end on Sunday about 3 p.m. And you can come and work on any project that you want, and it's a lot of fun. There's room for 18 people in each session, and each person gets their own 6-foot table. We have ironing stations and design walls and cutting stations. So you know, you just need to bring your project that you're working on and the supplies to do that. And we always have a lot of fun. A lot of times we go, you know, the people who want to as a group will go out to dinner, but they do fill up fast. Like I said, the January one is already full. So, you know, you might want to look online and see about the retreats, and they're $60. Okay, so let's get to what we have today. So today from Windham Fabrics, actually I think everything is from Windham. So Windham opened their gates and sent their stuff out. So this is Blanche, which are white on whites. So they're $13.80 a yard, and this first one is little flowers. So they're like little buds. Could be little rose buds, could be little tulip buds, could be any bud that you want. And the next one is kind of a star. They call it twinkle. So it's got a little star and then some little dots. So they're always nice white on whites from Windham. So this is in their collection called Blanche, and it's $13.80 a yard. And then also from Windham, Spectrum, which is, you know, one of their basics. So this is, you know, this is one that has some texture in it, so it's kind of fun. So you've got light and dark, and we always like these ones with texture or, you know, varying colors, because it makes it easier. You don't have to match exactly. So this one is sort of a dusky rose, I don't know, kind of a coral, you know. It's a little different color, so it makes it a little easier to match with some of your things. And then we've got kind of a silvery gray, and again, you know, it's got that, you know, more whitish going through it, creating some movement and texture. And then we have kind of a purple, you know, bluey purple. I don't know what it's actually called, but eggplant. So, and again, you know, with the lights and the darks, so it will go with a lot of things and, you know, create a little texture and a little movement. And then we have more of an off-white, kind of a, not really a taupey, but just more off-white, you know, a deeper cream. And then an aqua. So they're all very pretty with the lights and the darks in there. And so this is called Spectrum from Windham Fabrics, and they're $13.15 a yard. Okay, and then we have In Motion also from Windham, and these are $15 a yard, and they do have a lot of movement in them. So this is the gray one, and it's got, you know, you could have it go either way, but it's kind of a wavy design on there, and again with the lights and the darks, so it's a you know, this is a pretty background. And like I said, you could have it go this way or the other way depending on what you're doing. And then we have a lot of motion here, so this is, you know, kind of wavy, or, you know, if you were doing a seascape, you could use this. It would, you know, it's very pretty. Dark blues and light blues, you know, kind of more towards the tealy, you know, aqua, a little touch of kind of a purpley, but lots of color and lots of movement. And then we also have one that's green, and, you know, it's got the darker green, the lighter green. Actually, this is only, it's what?
Way darker than on camera.
Oh, yeah, this is much darker than what it's showing up on camera, and the green is more of a blue green. This on camera, it's looking very greeny green, yellow green, but it's not. So, you know, it's hard with the camera.
That's truer.
Oh, okay. As you get further away,
That's better.
we get a little better color. So these are the In Motion, and what they go with is this is the main fabric. So this one has, you know, this dark background, but each of these can be cut out, or you could just quilt this, or this could be a backing. This, you know, there's just so many possibilities here. And on their website, Windham has a couple of free patterns, so you can go to the Windham website and download these. So this one, the Living Hope Tree, these are of course applique on there, but you could just, you know, you can just straight edge sew these if you want to. So this is all raw edge applique. And this would be fun. You could put, you know, people's names on this. What, you know, it just would be a, you know, this is just a fun project. So this one it's kind of big. It comes out to be 73 by 89, but it just looks fun. But that is, you know, and believe me, you would master your applique when you were done with this. So this is a good use of that. And then there's another one that's called Petal Paradise. And again, you know, it's a raw edge applique using this fabric. And then they have a dark background, and then the little crosses in between, and those crosses actually have corners cut out, so you could use your folded corner clipper on them. And then it has a, you know, a binding, and this is another fairly large one, 78 by 78. But, you know, again, I mean, if you wanted to do a table runner, you could just do a portion of this. You know, on the tree, you could do just, you know, a small branch or something. You know, you don't have to do the whole thing, but those are free patterns available to you on the Windham website. And to go along with these, we have the fat quarter bundle of this whole In Motion series. So this is,
19.
These are the fabrics, so there are 19 fat quarters in this bundle, and they're, you know, they all have, you know, that motion going on in them that you saw. So this is the one that's used in the tree trunk, but we don't have that in yardage. So all of these, there's, you know, the different colors, and mostly it looks like, I haven't seen them all, but, you know, you've got these 3 different patterns that we had gotten, and so all of these have those patterns on those. Okay, so that's what was new this week. So were there any questions out there? All right, well, we hope to see you soon here in the shop, and don't forget, if you want to sign up for a retreat for next year, get on there because they do fill up fast. And we'll see you next week.